If you woke up one morning and the forecast said there was an 80% chance of rain, you'd grab an umbrella before leaving the house, right? Now here's a forecast that most families push off. The odds of needing long-term care at some point in your lifetime are high as 80% according to recent studies, and yet most people have not put a plan in place for that. If you're a parent in your 30s, 40s, or 50s right now, this message is likely hitting a little differently because you are stuck in the middle. You've got your kids on one side. You've got your aging parents on the other. You're building your career, raising kids, juggling schedules, trying to fund retirement, and then you get the call. Dad fell. Mom can't be alone. We need help starting next week. This historically unique time in which you're stuck between raising your own kids and taking care of your aging parents is known as the sandwich generation problem. And here's the inconvenient and a bit awkward part nobody says out loud. When your parents did not plan, the plan becomes you. Your time, your stress, your savings, and sometimes your retirement. Now, your parents didn't plan for that to happen. The problem is they didn't plan for anything. And before you point the finger at them, what planning have you done to ensure that you're not in the same position when you're their age? Now, maybe your parents are still young and healthy enough to do some planning and get something in place. In that case, you would be well advised to look into that as soon as possible. But for many of us, coverage for our parents is now off the table, either because they are too old or too unhealthy, and long-term care plans are either not available at all or outrageously expensive at this point. So let's talk about the smartest move that you can make for yourself and your kids right now while you're still in a position to make it. Long-term care planning is almost always cheaper and easier when you do it early while you're younger and healthier. Waiting until the problem feels closer means higher costs, fewer options, or a sorry, you can't qualify, leaving your kids and grandkids with their own sandwich generation struggles in a few decades' time. Now, part of the reason previous generations have not utilized long-term care plans as much as we'd like is that historically, traditional long-term care plans have been expensive and use it or lose it. It's possible that you could pay for decades into a long-term care plan and then pass away before ever having to use it with no benefit received for all that money that you paid in. That's why for parents in that 35 to 55-year-old range, we often recommend a special, modern kind of permanent life insurance that includes both living benefits and a special chronic care rider. This is a great way to check a ton of planning boxes and address a slew of both short and long-term risks that are out there in one neatly packaged solution. This plan includes a death benefit for your family, checking that box for permanent life insurance. It also gives you access to living benefits during your lifetime, which is going to put money from that policy in your hands if you suffer and survive a severe health event like a heart attack, stroke, or cancer. And to check that long-term care box, this design also adds a chronic care rider, which is something you and your parents both wish that they had put in place when they were your age to address those later in life care needs that will, in all statistical likelihood, arise when you're older. The goal of this type of planning is simple. Protect your retirement from getting eaten up in long-term care costs. Protect your kids from becoming your long-term care plan in the future. Break the cycle. If you're in that sandwich generation or you look to be in the next 10 years or so, you have got crucial planning moves that you need to make right now. We will show you how this works, what it costs to do it, and what it can look like if you choose to wait.